Hi everyone, I am Bhumika Rathi. Welcome to my channel. On this channel, we are doing practices for competitive exams in which I am going to cover your English grammar at the very first. And today we are doing a topic, adjectives. So let's see. Here are some essential rules and the correct use of adjectives. So let's see. We have 22 rules. Let's see them one by one. So the first one is adjective order. Whenever there is an adjective in the sentence and more than one adjective is there, so we will have in this order. First, we will have the opinion, then we will have the size, then age, then shape, then color, then origin, then we have material, and at last we have purpose. This is a trick with which you can memorize this. OSASCOMP. Alright? So here we have an example. A beautiful, big, old, round, red Italian leather sofa. So here, in this sentence, we have a lot of adjectives as you can see. So here first will be the opinion. It looks beautiful. Then the size is big, and age, it's old. Then we have shape, the shape is round. Then we have the color is red. Then the origin, it belongs to Italy, so we have Italian. Then we have material is of leather. Then the purpose is of sofa. So like this, in the sentence it will be used. Second one is comparative and superlative forms. In the last video I told you, for one syllable we will just add er in comparative and est in superlative. Whenever there is two syllables, we will use more in comparative and most in superlative. So let's see the example that we have. Fast, faster, fastest. The word is ending with consonant, and before that we have a vowel over here, so we will make double. So here it will be HOTTER or the double T. Alright, last letter will be doubled and ER will be added to that. So here hot, hotter, hottest, double T. Alright, now moving on to the two syllables. Beautiful, more beautiful in comparative, and most beautiful in superlative. Now let's see the third one that we have is, yes, the third one is irregular adjectives. Let's see. Good, better, best. This one I already told you in the last video. Bad, worse, worst. Little, less, least. Now let's see the fourth one that we have is coordinate adjectives. Let's see. We use comma in that. Adjectives that modify a noun equally and separately. Alright, these are the adjectives. Let's see. Just do a test. This is a short trick. Can you swap them or can you and put between them? So let's see the examples that we have. Here is an example. It was a long, boring class. So here long and boring, both are adjectives, but we cannot use and between them and we cannot separate them. Alright, they are equally modified. So here it was a long, boring class. Then second example we have is he wore a old blue shirt. So here old and blue both are adjectives. Alright, so you cannot say old and blue. This becomes incorrect. Now let's see the fifth one is cumulative adjectives, no comma. First we have coordinate adjective in which we use comma. Then we have cumulative adjectives in which we cannot use comma. No comma is there. Adjectives that build upon each other. Order matters in that. 1, 2 and 3. We cannot say the first, second and third puppy is hungry. Instead of that we will directly say 3 hungry little puppies. Then we have absolute adjectives in which we have no degree. Now let's see them. Yes, in this we don't use any degree. Unique, perfect, dead, complete or infinite, these words. You cannot use very or more. So this is very unique idea. So very cannot be used over here. We will directly say this is a unique idea. Now moving on we have is seventh rule, which says compound adjectives. They are hyphenated before noun. So here we have an example. A well-known author. So here author is noun and before that we have hyphenated adjective. So here well-known is adjective. Alright. A part-time job, a 3-year-old child. So here all of them, all those which I underlined are adjectives. So we cannot add very or more with them. This is an exception which you can see. They can be used like in this form. The author is well known. So here that not for a noun, they can be used in this way also. Now let's see the eighth one that we have is articles as adjectives. A and the. Don't forget these A and N are indefinite and da is for definite. And in demonstrative, I told you this, that, these and those. This book, like this has been used for singular and the near one, and that car is that has been used for singular and for the far one. All right. Then we have the 10th rule. Possessive adjectives, my, yours, his, hers, its, her, and their. They show ownership. Then we have is interrogative adjectives like which, what, whose. Like which color do you prefer? So here interrogative adjectives are immediately followed by a noun. Which color? Alright. Then we have, this one says proper adjectives, the capitalized one. Let's see. French fries. So here French is an adjective. Then we have English tea. So here English is an adjective. Mars exploration. So here Mars is adjective. Now moving on, we have rule number 13, which says predicate adjectives. They follow linking verbs. Let's see. Be, seem, become, appear, taste, smell, feel, look, sound. Alright, here we have an example. The cake tastes sweet. So here sweet is predicative adjective. Then we have rule number 14. Adjective ending with ly. Not all the words ending with ly are adverbs. Some are adjectives which are friendly, lonely, lovely, silly, ugly. These are modified nouns which you can see. And they are ending with ly. Don't get confused, they are not adverbs. Then we have rule number 15. Nouns as adjectives. We have coffee, cup. So here coffee and cup both are noun, but coffee here is behaving as an adjective. And similarly, soccer ball, here soccer is adjective. Then we have participles as adjective, the words ending with ing or ed. The boring lecture. So here boring is an adjective. Alright, similarly I told you in those above rules. The boring lecture. So here boring is adjective and it's in active. Active since it is ending with ing form, and if the word is ending with ed, then it is passive one. The bored student. So here ed has been used. So here bored is an adjective. Now let's see. The 17th that we have is fewer versus less. Fewer is countable noun. This one I told you in when I was teaching you rules of nouns. Then we have less, uncountable noun, like less milk, like biscuits. Biscuits are countable. Then we have many versus much. Many is countable and much is uncountable. This one I already told you when I was teaching you. Countable nouns versus uncountable nouns. Rule number 19 says each versus which. They both are singular, but every is emphasizing the group. Alright. Then we have rule number 20. Some versus any. Some is used for positive statements, whereas any used for questions or negatives. And this one I told you in the last video. Elder or eldest versus older, oldest. Elder is for the family members only, and older or oldest for the people or thing. Then we have farther versus further. Farther is physical distance and further is abstract, like further discussion. So in the next video we will see them in detail wise. Thank you.